Hey, Swarthos here. At the beginning of what could be a huge moment in history, if not already. I'm talking about, of course, the coronavirus, the COVID-19 virus, which is spreading across the world right now. I've already begun to take precautions. I've been stockpiling medicines and food now so that I have a good supply should shortages come, should we not be able to get medicines or food any longer at the stores. I have enough on hand to last me 6 months, maybe longer, but easily 6 months, easy. So that's important to have, a stockpile of food and medicines. And but when I say medicines, I mean over-the-counter things. Well, my own personal prescription medicines. You want to make sure you have more of that on hand than you normally would, just in case. But I'm talking primarily about over-the-counter flu and cold medicines. You know, Alka-Seltzer Plus or aspirins, Tylenol, Robitussin, things like that. You know, fever-reducing medicines, anti-coughing medicines, or cough suppressant medicines. Things that you would normally take if you're at home sick. Now, an interesting thing about this virus that it's really got me kind of wondering. I keep hearing them say, well, this is no worse than the influenza, no worse than the flu we get. The flu, they say, in fact, is worse. 29,000 to 69,000 deaths every year caused by the flu. Well, now granted, there is a flu vaccine that's available every year, so maybe that's why that factors in. But let's set that aside for a moment and ponder this. This is what's got me pondering here. If the flu is supposed to be so much more deadly, what's with all these quarantines where they're actually shutting down countries? They don't do that with the flu, and if the flu is more deadly, then they never have quarantines when there's flu outbreaks. They tell you to wash your hands and stay home. But people are free to go to work and infect as many people as they like. They're killing people. So what's different about this? That's what I'm trying to wrap my tiny brain around. So, I don't know. Maybe there's something more to it. I did see on the news today, and this is fact, this is from the Centers for Disease Control, CDC, that people who had the coronavirus and recovered are still testing positive for it like a week or two later. Now, I don't know if that means they can still transmit the disease even though they have recovered from it, which means this disease doesn't die. The human body just somehow acclimatizes itself to it. I don't know. But it's kind of like tuberculosis. Once you get that, then you always register as a positive. So that I don't know. There's a lot of things about this disease we don't know. Did it really start in a market where they eat exotic animals or something? Or was this part of their biological warfare laboratory, which I hear or understand is right there near that market there in Wuhan, China? I don't know. holding my laptop here. That's why this is all moving around. Trying to get comfortable. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on it. It's just kind of strange. There's some things I don't understand, but I'm not that smart, so I don't know. That's my big question. My big question, I'll say it again, is if the flu is so bad, why don't they ever quarantine like that when there's flu outbreaks? But this, the whole world's under a panic right now. I don't understand that. So it makes me think, the logic process makes me think, well, this is worse than what they're saying. I've got masks. I got the N95 respirator masks. I've got everything I need. I hope it doesn't come to that. I read another report today that our country, the United States, I live in the United States, is going to start, the government's going to mandate that manufacturers that do masks start manufacturing these masks here. We need to get millions and millions of them. So I think they see something coming where, if we're going to maintain our economy, we're going to have to get out there and mingle with one another. So we're going to have these masks. Well, that's my uneducated observation on all this. Wash your hands. Hey, don't be afraid to wear those rubber prophylactic gloves. I got some of those too. Like, you're gonna go pump some gas or something, right? Or go to the store, you can be wearing these rubber gloves. I'm going to start sporting them, man. I'm going to start wearing these rubber gloves. I don't care. They're like surgical gloves, Not the kind that go up to the elbow or nothing, but just like something like that. There goes my dog. All right. Well, that was a COVID-19 coronavirus 2020 February update. Swarthos.